And there we go. Greetings, Cyclopians. This is Nintendo Cyclops. I hope I'm speaking loud enough. I'm going to just temporarily do that. That way I know I'm talking loud enough. And welcome back. This is the last recording I want to do for the day. I think I should probably get back up to speed on Luigi's Mansion tomorrow. Because that's been kind of hanging there for a while. I think I'm like halfway through the game as far as the recordings go. And we are in the last level, or the last round of a defense game. As you can see, so the last round of an evacuation game, sorry, which is always going to be defend. It is in one of 4 maps, I think. And like the map might be the same for like 2 games in a row, but it switches up pretty regularly. It is random. But the places you've been to before that are always really fun. I think. Oh yeah, I was going to show a variation during this. So I think I'm going to go with Meteor Goliath. And the way he differs from normal Goliath is that all of his moves can be used against an entire team rather than having to focus down one person at a time. So I mean all of his moves. Even like rock throw catches people on fire. Leap smash will catch him on fire. Charge will catch him on fire. When normally with the regular Goliath, only fire breath does that. Now how I'm going to distribute these is beyond me. Sure, let's go with charge. Okay, now I'm going to be completely honest with you. Okay, perfect opponent against us. I absolutely struggle fighting Meteor Goliath's AI. More often than not. There are a few times whenever I've been able to beat him, but that was because it was during a hunt, and for some reason the AI decided to stick around the area and try to beat us early, which is entirely possible. It happens to me a lot whenever fighting a Meteor Goliath. For like a level 1 to beat us. Or to beat me. There is no us, I guess. Unless I count the AI as like... Well, I guess it does qualify as an us. Okay, so the main point of defend mode, the hunters have 2 goals, or 2 ways of winning. A, outlast a timer, which I have never seen happen offline. I haven't actually seen it happen online either, but I probably just, because I haven't been watching all that much Evolve, that way, well, mostly because I have the game now. I guess I could check to see if there have been defense matches won on the human side by just waiting out the timer. I mean, I did some digging on the internet to see how difficult this game mode was, and, people talked about it from the online perspective. Apparently the hunters win a lot offline. That is really hard to do, or online, I mean. That is really hard to do online because of how effective the monster is in terms of its AI. I absolutely have, it took me a while to get this game mode to where I could get a definite strategy of how to beat it. Well, it took me a while to think of how I can beat the strategy, efficiently and almost every time. Offline, you're better off just focusing the monster whenever it invades. Never let it go. Never let just don't let the monster get out of sight whenever you're playing offline. I feel like online you can, since you have teammates, you can more effectively, like, I think I need to stop saying, like, you can more effectively get the monster where you want it to be, you know, because you can coordinate with actual people instead of trying to coordinate with the AI and hot swapping between players all the time, which gets really disorienting. And hot swapping is actually a pretty interesting gameplay mechanic that I don't use often enough, and that's probably why I don't win a lot as a hunter whenever I'm doing game modes like this offline, or whenever I'm playing this game, because I can only play it offline. I don't know. Apart from you doing fire damage with every one of your abilities, Meteor Goliath is really no different. I feel like he's a bit faster, though. Whenever I fight Meteor Goliath, it definitely feels like he is faster than the regular Goliath just by default. Because he has caught up with me more times than I could care to think about. Whenever I'm running with like a speed boost or something. Oh, forgot about Kala. There's not a lot to comment on in this game mode, to be honest with you. It is just me being a rampaging monster and coming through and wrecking everything as I go. In this game mode in particular. Either that or I run out of stuff to... I guess I should probably just not focus on trying to comment on what's going on in the game and maybe just talk. I don't know. I haven't really gotten this YouTube thing down very well yet. If you couldn't tell from like the past, I think, 20 videos I have. I don't know. Maybe not even 20. Maybe like 11. I feel like 11 is a very accurate depiction. I'm not sure how many I have at this point. Whenever I'm recording, I'm going to count up how many I'm going to have whenever I get this uploaded. To be honest with you, just to start talking again, because I realized I was silent for a little bit, I actually enjoy playing as the hunters a bit more than I do playing as the monster. Just because, you know, you're fighting a giant creature, which is awesome, in my opinion. If I live long enough for this to become an actual job, I might finally come out of my shell and try to actually, you know, get a job like this. Because planet taming looks like it'd be fun. If, you know, ridiculously dangerous. I don't know. It might be one of the many jobs humans get that are a lot better in context and not really the best thing in the world to actually be doing. Like coal mining. Not that coal mining sounds like the most glorious prospect, but, you know, it's just one of the things that sounds better in context than it does whenever you actually go out there and do it. It's like, oh, coal mining, sweet. You know, you probably have stuff to get to get everything ventilated very easily, and you're not burning up. Caves also might be really cold to begin, just in general. Nope. From what I have heard, nowhere near. Not that I know anyone that works in a coal mine. Just, that kind of conversation comes up a lot in school for some weird reason. Probably because of how important coal mining is and was. I am caught on something. Get over here. Moo! I need to fall back. It does help to, punch the generator a few times as the alpha monster. Whoa. Oh, I thought my tail actually got cut. Like the tip of my tail got cut off. I like the Meteor Goliath's hammerhead look. I actually like the Goliath just as a monster because he's... Actually, I don't think... I was going to say he's very Bowser-esque, but I think that falls more to Behemoth. In terms of the Bowser aspect. Or in appearance, anyways, not in fighting style. I guess Bowser would be a pretty accurate... My mind is blank. I cannot think straight. I don't know why. My brain's just kind of turned off. Oh! I had Val in the air with a smash. That was awesome. Yeah. All in all, this game mode is really fun. I can say that about 99.9% of those games that's really fun. The only reason it's 0.9% is because they don't have every character. That every character would be awesome. But the last time I got a PSN card, I used it to get... I used it to get a different game entirely. A very goofy one. That involves cake. I'm surprised I did not have a lot to say. I figured I'd be talking a lot more. Oh well. I at least get to show you the cool part about this game. Uh, Whenever it comes to evacuation mode. Oh, it's a blank page right now. What in the world? Anyway, the one of the cool parts about evacuation mode is the little stat screen that you get at the end, and it actually had like a little timeline up there. Right here, will change depending on what is destroyed and saved. I don't think it's very flexible though, because the Broken Hill Foundry, like it'll only say stuff relative to whatever the results were for the defense match. So if everything was destroyed, it would focus more on it. Like if the last area is destroyed and only like one spot on the planet was destroyed, it'll focus on the one match other than defend that the monster won. If most everything is destroyed and two parts are saved, it'll only focus it like in the you win in the hunters win defense. It'll only focus on whatever they saved before the defend match. As far as that little timeline up there goes, I don't get it very much, but oh well. I can't think of anything to say, so I guess that'll be the end of the episode. Even the menu screen was awkwardly silent for a moment. Oh well. God.